So nobody saw this coming. We all knew that this Sunday's eviction, I was even expecting one housemate to leave the house. That is what most of us were expecting. But Biggie, or Big Brother, gave us the surprise of our lives. Like, nobody really expected it. He actually brought in 4 new housemates and then disqualified or evicted 3 housemates. Biggie is too much. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Movies. This is Lydia again, and I'm your host for today. Today we are taking a look at the twist that Big Brother pulled, like the surprise he pulled for fans and even the housemates. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. Now, to begin with, the people who were on the list, the housemates who were on the list to be evicted were Earrings, Naija, Beatrice, Yusuf, and White Money. So Yusuf was part because he was exchanged with J. Paul. Head of house used his veto power to exchange J. Paul with Yusuf. So that's how come Yusuf became part of the candidates to be evicted. My expectations were that I think Yusuf would be the one to leave, because I posted a poll on my channel and Yusuf had the highest votes that he'll be leaving the house, because Yusuf is apparently, instead of coming to entertain us, bring drama, he's quite boring for me. He's not entertaining. He doesn't really have anything interesting to bring on board. So Yusuf is not really my thing. I would even pick Naija to Yusuf, but anyway, your vote is what is important, and fortunately for Yusuf, he has been included. I hope during the diary session he told Big Brother that he doesn't deserve to go home, because right now he has seen how the game is played. So let's see if, now that he's saying he has seen how the game is played, he'll play it accordingly. So today we're all getting ready for live evictions. We are getting ready to see one person leave, or at most 2 people. Those were my expectations. But then Biggie pulled a surprise by bringing in 4 new housemates: Michael, Queen, KV, and JMK. So 2 ladies, 2 guys. Wow. So bringing in 4 and then removing 3, making the total housemates 23. Then the drama is going to be chaotic. I'm sure Biggie has realized that the house is not energetic enough, so he's bringing in new people to make the house energized. And today we are all surprised. Like, I was a bit speechless. I was like, wow, like Biggie. So yeah, that's the news that we have today. Biggie pulled a surprise for all of us, and including the housemates, because I think a lot of them packed, the people who were to be evicted, they packed their things, not knowing they were expecting more people. Let's see how these new people go about things. Are they going to get a new ship, or let's see how they go. I'm seeing that the housemates are a bit surprised, like Maria, Nini, who else? Pere, like they've become a bit emotional. They are just sitting somewhere and they are discussing. Let's see. Tomorrow is going to be more dramatic. And let me bring in this. Maria and Pere were the ones who voted, or who chose the people to be evicted. So the housemates really have things against them. Like, they've really met these people, because first of all, they are wild cards. They were not supposed to be part of the game. That's how come they became 22. And now that you've become part of the game, Biggie gave them an assignment to fish out the wild cards, or they'll have the mandate to choose who will go home. And yes, they choose. So that's kind of hatred. Though it's a game, you have this propensity to just get rid of Maria if you can. Maria and Pere, even though they are trying their best to make the house entertaining, I feel that people are in pain that, so because of Maria and Pere, Beatrice is left. Because of Maria and Pere, Naija is left. Yeah. Let me proceed by giving you my point on the 3 housemates who have left. My point. So who is Beatrice? Beatrice is someone who is very reserved. She's a reserved type of person. She doesn't really talk much. And I keep on saying that she kept on saying that this is the first time she's living with more than 5 people, so it's a bit difficult for her. And I also realized that Beatrice was healing. For Beatrice, I felt she deserved a second chance. Honestly, I felt Beatrice deserved a second chance. She's one of the honest people in the house. She's very truthful to everyone. Like, she's someone who doesn't hide her feelings. If she feels like she's not in the mood for drama, she stays at her quiet zone. And if she feels like she's in for drama, she goes all out. Initially, Beatrice was boring. For that, I will accept. I will understand that. Making people think that she was a wild card, that's a part that I don't think in her next life she'll do again, because you have to enter the house with energy. But she entered the house with, like, she's timid, she's afraid and all that, and that was what brought her down. That was what a lot of people used against her. Even in the house, they were like, oh, she's boring. But I felt that Beatrice was healing at a point. She even confessed that to Big Brother, that I think I'm feeling better, I'm becoming better and all that. Yeah, so Beatrice deserved another chance. It's just quite unfortunate that her chance came so close. Like, she wasn't really giving. I really wanted her to stay like a week more, so that we'll see how things go. Now, going to going to Earrings. Earrings, on the other hand, he tries to play the game. Let me put it that way. He tries to play the game. He's a quiet type, very obvious. He's very, very, very quiet, but he tries to play accordingly, because when you watch Earrings carefully, you realize that he always wants to put himself in a position that will be entertaining for others. I never expected Earrings to be the first person to be evicted, because in my first video on Bbnaija, I was like, oh, Earrings is a cool guy, he's very handsome, so I think he's going to stay longer. But unfortunately, he didn't keep up that. He was I don't know what's anything special he was doing in the house. He wasn't doing anything special, honestly. He was just an ordinary person who, even though Yusuf is more boring than Earrings, I think the ladies didn't really have interest in him, yeah, because he obviously looks like the youngest, so and he looked like he wasn't really competitive enough into the game. That's how come I feel the ladies didn't vote, or that's how come I feel he didn't get enough votes. And he's quite boring, and he tries to play his part by being interested. For Yusuf, we know he's quiet, he doesn't hide it, it's very obvious. But Earrings, he tries to hide that he's quiet, but he's a very quiet person. When you take a critical notice at Earrings, you realize that he's a quiet person, but he tries his best to hide it. Now, going to Nii, the married man. When Big Brother was having a diary session, someone, I forgot who it was, but the person was like, Nii is pretending every day, this is marriage, and it doesn't really, like, every time he's mentioning his marriage, and they don't really buy it. So you could see that even in the house themselves, they are tired of his stories, and since he's the only married person, they don't see anything special about it like the way he does, because he sees his marital status as very important in the game. But unfortunately for him, that's not what the house sees. The house sees his marital status as an ordinary thing for anybody. Like, it's just ordinary, and they don't really expect him to be flaunting about, like, to be feeling so proud about it. His marital status was big deal to him, but not a big deal to the house. And also, he wasn't anybody special, any extraordinary person. He was just a random person. Honestly, he was really, really random. And I didn't see him. Mostly people get the vote because, one, they need someone they can vibe with after the show. So if you are married, can I vibe with you? You're already married. So I feel they taking me out. His marital status contributed to his eviction. Yeah, Even though he thought it was a big deal in the game, it was no big deal to anyone, because they really didn't care about whether he has a son or whether they really didn't care about it. Now, these are the three that have been evicted. I also talk about the two who were on the list but were saved: Yusuf and White Money. So Yusuf from start, Yusuf is a ladies man. Yeah, the way he's cool, they call him cool, but me, I call him boring, and he's just too boring for me. Yusuf is, I don't know, but he's very boring for me. So if Yusuf is a ladies man, definitely the ladies would want him to stay, because most of the ladies, when they are talking about the man or any man in the house who is attractive to them, they mention Yusuf, because they said he's a cool person. He's a guy any lady would want to be with. So I think that's what saved him. Yusuf being cool and being quiet and being boring is what saved him, honestly. And I feel he's true to himself. That's how he is. He doesn't, even when he tries to be a bit noisy or something, doesn't really fit in. Like it looks so odd when he tries to fit into an equation by force. It looks so odd. Yeah. Now, talking about White Money is a special type of person. He's a special being. He is the house's chef. If he leaves, who is going to cook for the house? So I don't think the house will ever risk letting White Money leave, honestly, because if White Money gets out of the house, who is going to prepare their breakfast, their lunch, their supper? Who is going to? And White Money is someone who talks with power. It's like he knows what he's doing. So I think this quality is what made White Money stay longer than we expected. It's why he was able to stay in the house. Yeah. So these are my points on the Big Brother Naija, the twist and all. Let me know your thoughts. What are your expectations for next week's eviction as well? Is this going to be something like this? Till next time, bye.